Hello and welcome back to another Mission Chief tutorial video. I'm Devil, and on today's episode we're going to be talking about radiuses. Specifically, mission spawn radiuses. So this can definitely help you in certain circumstances. I'll kind of go over those circumstances and just ways you can actually set this. So about a year ago they added this setting where you can set spawn areas of the missions. So let's get started. So we're going to use the U.S. Coast Guard Station San Francisco, and then a few other Coast Guard stations as an example as well. So let's just show you guys kind of what I'm talking about here. So first off, to find this, you need to go to set spawn or mission spawn area, found at the very bottom of your screen there, and you can do rings. So you can do a 5 all the way up to 150 kilometer rings. Now this is Coast Guard Station San Francisco, and then we have Coast Guard Station Alameda here. And then we have Coast Guard Station Golden Gate right here as well. Golden Gate Bridge is right up here. But yeah, this whole Bay Area, they do have a lot of freighter traffic, different things like that. So they do patrol a lot with small coastal boat or small Coast Guard boats and larger Coast Guard cutters with actual like guns on them, like big guns, like 120 millimeter guns and stuff like that. So yeah, you can see that there's multiple yellow rings here. This signifies mission spawn areas for the Coast Guard specifically. So yeah, it can definitely help you out quite a bit. And this kind of give an example of where your missions are going to spawn. The Coast Guard does, go off international waters too sometimes for drug interdiction and stuff like that. So this is the San Francisco border, but they also have the U.S. border, international waters here as well. So everything out here is international waters, and of course everything here is domestic waters. But yeah, this kind of explains the rings and stuff like that. You will never get a call that spawns outside these rings if you have these set. Every time you do build a new station, let's say for instance a fire station, the fire station will spawn a radius directly on the station itself. So let's take a look here at this station here at Half Moon Bay. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Wrong button. Mission. Oh, wow. I'm on something else today. So when you do build a new station, it'll always spawn directly on the station itself. It typically doesn't actually make it a 20 kilometer radius. A 20 kilometer radius is actually pretty big. The standard issue mission spawn radius is actually 5 kilometers, and that's a pretty reasonable radius. It'll cover a whole town, like Half Moon Bay. It covers pretty much the whole town. If you needed to move the radius over, you could definitely do that. If you wanted to move it more inland because you're getting calls in the water, you can definitely do that as well. I do believe calls in the water are pretty unrealistic in this game, and there should be some algorithm that says if it's put on a blue water circle, you should probably not spawn it there, but there is water calls in this game, so I will give it that. But yeah, you can move this circle wherever you want. But yeah, I won't save this just because I don't really want to mess with this too much. But every single one of these stations does have their own radius. So if you wanted to make it cut off at county borders, you could definitely do that. If you went to state borders, and let's say you didn't want a specific police call generating in an area that's not yours, you could butt it up to the area and not generate calls there. So yeah, that's just an example of the radiuses. I think that pretty much covers everything. It's a pretty basic update. This was added about a year ago, and I really never used to use it, but I definitely use it now with the Coast Guard. Yeah. So I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. I do have a lot of content coming up here soon. I do have 17.7 million credits to spend. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching.